At the top of their profession and at the very pinnacle of their sport, the best of the United States lifeguards all have a deep passion for their careers and the national championship.
I love the build-up throughout the summer, and then when it finally gets here, being at the venue is such a great feeling. We train all summer at our own venues, at our own beaches, and then we come together as a country and really start racing, which is the best feeling.
You really want to do well for your team. You always want to do well for your team. You really want to be able to make a difference in order to kind of win.
It's so funny because we get together beforehand and like during the heats, and we're all friendly and what's your name and joking around. And then once the whistle goes off, it's completely different. It's just like you go into competitive mode and gets a little feisty out there.
It's the whole reason that we're here. We're here to support each other and develop as athletes, but you share an experience, and yeah, I'm stoked to share it with my mates.
Any chance I get to not only represent New Jersey, but then the United States, I'm going to take full advantage of it, and I'm going to have the Stars and Stripes and have New Jersey on my back.
I love lifeguarding. Lifeguarding is so important to me, and I love racing, and to be chosen to represent the U.S. in this is, yeah, it's pretty unbelievable.
You know, we're a family. It's so unique what we do. There's nothing like it. And when we come here for the national championships, you got teams from all over the country, and I see them once a year. But there's something that connects us, something that binds us, and that's life-saving. That's lifeguarding, that's saving lives, and we don't get that in any other job.
Murphy's other job has been dominating the sport, and specifically the board race, for almost a decade. He looks to defend his title, but he will be pushed by Destin's Cooper Halligan, as well as the man who's been a bridesmaid more than he cares to remember, Cal State's Shane Scoggins. Ready. As mentioned earlier, a good start, not only critical, but essential in the board race. If you get caught behind the other paddler's wash, it can feel as if you're paddling uphill. Ryan Matthews in the prone position from LA County. He is challenged in years past in this event as well. And right away, the noticeable stroke of Shane Scoggins, California State. A great start for him. He has finished so many times behind Brian Murphy, not just in these short sprint races, but also distance races around the country. A change of training this year has him thinking it could be his year. Meanwhile, Ryan Matthews is now popped onto his knees, and Brian Murphy, that stroke should be very noticeable to anybody who has trained and raced with him. Coming into shore already, Murphy on the left-hand side of the screen, Scoggins on the right. A little runner for Scoggins as he tries to milk the faster surface water more than he can, digging so deep, trying to keep his chest low to the board, and he's got about a half board length lead coming in. It'll now depend on their positioning as they head for that finishing chute, but just like that, Murphy fighting back on the white board from LA County, trying to win what would be his 10th national title on the board. The last little bit to shore, it's going to come to the run up the beach. Scoggins has the inside line, and it's an upset. Shane Scoggins from California State beats the man who had seemed to have a lock on the top spot for a decade. All Murphy can do is run up alongside of him, and as the back markers come in, the celebration has begun. Scoggins gets rid of the bridesmaid label. Over the past 11 years, Brian Murphy has won 9 national titles and placed second twice, but this year, it was Shane Scoggins' turn. Our winners with Beach reporter Tom Gill.
Who's more excited, you or your team?
Frothing and just trying not to be that guy, you know? But I've been the bridesmaid for a lot of years, and Brian wasn't going to give anything away, so I'm so grateful for my friend Steve Schlanz and another friend, Mike Jones. Otherwise, I've been borrowing boards for the last 5 years, and I finally got my gear together and put the work in, so I'm over the moon. I'm stoked.
The race came down to the end again today. Have you practiced the jump off the board and race up the land? I mean, that's really, both of you did it beautifully. You just had them by an inch in the water. You kept it all the way up. Practice it?
Brian's had my number that way many years. So that's as a focus. My focus is normally position at the shoulder buoy. First person to get that first wash is gonna have an advantage. And then trying to get a little space for myself for the finish. So yeah, that first step is crucial.
Fantastic race. Congratulations, Open Men's Board champion.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.